and the umpire signalling that it is a 70. 70 for Tip, and it's about halfway between the far sideline and the goal on our right, and Mick Burns coming up to take it. Mick Burns now just getting ready to take his shot. It's a dropping one in towards the goal, now pulled on but gone wide, and the score remains 111 to 1-3. Pat Nolan standing back now on our right to take his puck out. Out to this side of the field. Ball got out here just in front of us by Christy Jacob on the halfway line on the 70, 60, 50, tapping the ball in down towards the far side, intercepted on the far wing by John Gleeson, and the ball goes loose in the center of the field to Phil Wilson. Phil Wilson gets his way past two men and then taps the ball up now to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch beaten by Mick Burns. Out now comes Jack Berry, and Jack takes a shot from a very awkward angle and sends it over the bar. It was an awkward kind of a shot because he seemed to be going away from it as he hit it, but he sends it over the bar to narrow the gap. Jack Berry, the scorer, after 2 minutes of play, making the score Tip 1 goal and 11 points, Wexford 1 goal and 4. John O'Donoghue with the puck out once again. Out to the far side of the field, Vincent Staples trying to tap it down. Liam Devaney, who's out there on the far side, lets it run through, and it goes up now to Jimmy Ryan, back to Liam Devaney. Dan Quigley over him, and Dan now out to Phil Wilson. Phil Wilson, 60 yards from his own goal. A high ball right into the goal mouth, and up they go for the ball deflected towards the goal. It's gone out over the end line for a 70. And John O'Donoghue has gone down injured there. But he seems to be okay. He comes back in, take up his position. John O'Donoghue's having a great game in the goal for Tip. Seems to be a little bit shaken there. Dan Quigley now to take this 70. Wexford pressing in the early stages of the second half. And here it is, a low, hard ball in towards, and it's gone whistling past the upright and wide. Wexford may be trailing by 111 to 1 goal and 4 points, but they're certainly battling hard. Out in the center of the field, Dave Burney waiting to see will the ball come his way. John O'Donoghue to take the puck out. This one drops about 50 yards out, 40 yards out from the Tip goal, up in the Wexford goal, and appeal by both sets of players to see where this ball is going. It's a line ball for Wexford, Dan Quigley going out to take it. About 40 yards out from the Wexford goal, far side of the field. Oh, a lovely cut. High one way up towards his brother John. John Quigley doesn't get to it. And back there is John Gleeson, but John Quigley gets it this time, sends it across into the goal mouth. Tony Jordan trying to get it in towards the goal mouth, and it's a goal! But no. The referee again had blown his whistle. That's twice Wexford have had the ball in the net, and the referee has blown the whistle. Tony Jordan was in possession, was fouled. The referee blew his whistle and awards a free to Wexford dead straight in front of the goal, and John Quigley and Paul Lynch are standing over it, and it's Paul Lynch is going to take it. Paul Lynch to take it, dead straight in front of the goal. He bangs down, lifts low and hard. It's knocked down, and it's cleared out. The Tony Jordan is in after it, trying to get it in. The ball is cleared out to the far side. Comes to Phil Wilson. Phil Wilson being chased along the far wing, a lobbing ball towards John Quigley. John Quigley can't get it away. In there is P.J. Ryan, and so also is Mick Roach. Mick Roach with the ball, gets it out towards the center to Tony Nealon, and Tony adds to it and sends it away up the field. John Quigley going down for this one, getting it in his own 50-yard line. A low ball to Dave Burney. Dave, the youngest player in the field, tackled and beaten, but tackled first of all anyway by Tony Nealon. Sends the ball up to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch in now towards Jack Berry. Jack Berry has it, and he takes a shot that goes way out towards the sideline. It must have been deflected by somebody. It was deflected. Well, the linesman didn't think it was. He awards the line ball to Tipperary. It's taken very quickly by Mick Burns up now to this side of the field, where Babs Keating and Willie Murphy are trying to get it up, and eventually it's stalled by Phil Wilson, who goes thundering through as he gets this ball up to Tony Jordan. Tony Jordan is shot and it's a goal! No whistle's gone this time. This is a goal, and it's a goal by Tony Jordan. And that makes the score 1 goal and 11 points for Tip, 2 goals and 4 for Wexford. After 6 minutes of play in the second half, 4 points between them now. John O'Donoghue with the puck out to this side of the field. Dave Burney and Babs Keating going for it together. And the referee penalises the Tipperary man for holding. Dan Quigley to take the free just over his own 70-yard line. High ball. Tony Jordan gets his hand to it. It's added to it. It's gone just to the left of the post. It's gone wide. And it's Tipperary 1-11, Wexford 2-4. Wexford right back in this game. More switches in the Tipperary team. Jimmy Ryan, left half forward. Liam Devaney, centre half forward. Jimmy Doyle is still there at full forward, but he's still limping. And John O'Donoghue is to take out this ball from his own parallelogram. A long ball way up 50 yards out from the Wexford goal. Liam Devaney up along the wing. Mackie McKenna, Ned Culper going for it. Out there is Dan Quigley for Wexford. The Wexford man getting it into his hand and clearing it way down far side of the field. Len Gaynor under it. So also is Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch gets it for Wexford. Across towards Mick Burns. Mick Burns taps it down to Donny Nealon for Tip. And Donny, a long, high attacking ball way up the field. And caught by Willie Murphy. Willie Murphy being tackled. Shaking it off, not seem to worry him too much. The ball comes up to Dave Burney. Dave Burney in the centre of the field across the far side of the field. Jimmy O'Brien and Len Gaynor going straight together. Len Gaynor's got it. Len Gaynor going up the field for Tip. He's gone a good 20 yards with it. And now it's Liam Devaney, 40 yards out along the ground towards Babs Keating. It skids off Babs' stick very quickly, grabbed there by Willie Murphy. Up to Christy Jacob. And Christie may not have a hurley, but he's got a right hand, and that's good enough for him as he gets it to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch up now to John Quigley. And Jack Berry. Jack Berry comes out, takes the shot, and he sends it over the bar. And this game has come to life. The score, Tipperary 1 goal and 11 points. Wexford 2 goals and 5. That makes it 14 points to 11. John O'Donoghue with the puck out. Way up the field, and it's Liam Devaney with it now. Liam Devaney for Tipperary being chased by Dan Quigley. He's on the 21. He's on the 14. He's trying to take a shot. He takes the shot. And Sean, the free out. He got the ball into towards Sean McLaughlin. Sean didn't get it, but the referee awards a free out to Wexford from their own 14-yard line. And Pat Nolan, the goalkeeper, coming out to take it. 50 yards out from the Tipperary goal. Mick Roach trying to get it out, and here comes Tony Jordan with the ball. He's 21 yards out, he's 14. His way is blocked, and he dribbled it out over the end line, but no, it has been deflected over the end line by one of the Tipperary defenders, and it's the 70. All the scores in the second half so far have been Wexford scores. Dan Quigley trying to add to the scores now as he gets ready to take this 70. Dan Quigley, number 6. And it's a lowish one deflected in towards the goal mouth, and it's a chap called Roach with the ball. Mick Roach. And Mick clears it out to this side of the field between Babs Keating and Willie Murphy. They're still tussling away. Coming in is Dan Quigley. Dan Quigley for Wexford. This is a different Wexford team in the second half. Out on the far side of the field, Len Gaynor tussling for it out there. And with Jimmy O'Brien. Len Gaynor getting it. Len Gaynor now being challenged by Phil Wilson. Being beaten by Phil Wilson. And Phil almost being the ham and the sandwich there, but he saw it coming, and he gets the ball to Vincent Staples. And Vincent way up the field, where John Quigley pulls on it. but he doesn't get it because Mick Roach is there, and Mick sends it away up the field. Hands trying to get to it. Sticks trying to get to it. Eddie Kelly's got to it. He's robbed by Jimmy Doyle. Jimmy puck is locked down. Jimmy can hardly walk, let alone run at the moment. And it's Ned Culper gone back with the ball. And Ned clears it up the field to the far side, where it is kept in play by P.J. Ryan. And P.J. showing that he's a footballer as well as a hurler. Gets the ball up the field. It's gone out to the wing now. Jimmy Doyle on the 14. A curling shot that has gone wide. And once again, Jimmy Doyle just out to the right. Jimmy Doyle on the 14-yard line, hobbling there as Theo English comes into him. The ball is pucked out anyway, and it comes down the field. Mick Burns with it, and back come Tipperary again. John McLaughlin coming out to the ball, takes a shot, a low one, hits the netting on the outside, and the ball is wide. The score, 111 for Tip, 2-5 for Wexford, 14 points to 11, and we make it just 12 minutes gone in this second half that is as different from the first as chalk is from cheese. From the puck out, it's P.J. Ryan for Tipperary, up the field with the ball, and Tom Neville and John McLaughlin goes for it. Sean mightily belts his man away with the shoulder, a shot that's deflected out. I think it was deflected by Pat Nolan, it was, and he gets it out to Vincent Staples. Vincent can't get rid of the ball. He's been tackled out there. Willie Murphy can. Willie Murphy to John Quigley, who's come out into the centre of the field. And John Quigley from the centre of the field, a high-dropping ball that has gone into the goalkeeper. The backs keeping the forwards out. Jimmy O'Brien has gone top of the right now. And out comes the ball to the centre and is cleared out into the centre of the field, where it is grabbed by Ned Culper. Ned Culper, 60 yards from his own goal. The ball off P.J. Ryan. Up now to Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy Ryan working his way through. He's beaten by Dave Burney. Ned Culper literally hasn't room to swing his stick there, but he does get it away a little bit. Ball to Babs Keating, to Tony Nealon, to Jimmy Ryan. Dan Quigley coming in now. Mackie McKenna's there. So also is Eddie Kelly. And Dan Quigley goes back, gets the ball, and clears it down the far side of the field to his brother John. John Quigley on the halfway line, far side of the field. And he sends it a shortage one, so he's going after himself. But Mick Roach is there. Mick Roach and John Quigley. And it's Mick with the ball, stealing it out the far side of the field, and there's a change in the Tipperary team. We'll tell you about that in a moment. As now it's Tony Nealon going through. He put the shot blocked down there by Ned Culper. To the waiting Dave Burney. Up the field now, Mick Burns with it in under it. And Mick, his puck blocked down by Christy Jacob. Phil Wilson now for Wexford, going soloing up the field. The ball as if it was stuck to his hurling, but just as he's going to hit the ball, that hoop by P.J. Ryan turns defence into attack for Tip. P.J. to Jimmy. Jimmy to Liam Devaney. Liam Devaney from 50 yards out, high and over the bar. A lovely point there by Liam Devaney, and Jimmy Doyle has gone off the Tipperary team. And Jimmy Doyle has gone. He's gone some minutes ago, and we'll follow the play from the puck out. The ball comes out into the centre of the field to Dave Burney, up towards Tony Jordan, nipping it now, Jimmy O'Brien. He's on the 14. He takes a shot, and it's a point. Jimmy O'Brien, the scorer. Little Jimmy playing on the right corner now, and that makes the score Tipperary 112, Wexford 2-6. That is 15 points to 12. 3 points between them. Tony Nealon is top of the right now for the Tipperary men. From the puck out, Dan Quigley trying to get his way up the field to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch up now towards Jack Berry. Jack Berry to Christy Jacob. Christy Jacob from 50 yards out, a dropping ball into the goal mouth, and Tony Gordon has it in his hand, and he takes a shot, and it's saved from the end line. Oh, a great save there by John Costigan. But the umpires are in a consultation. The umpires are in a huddle, or are they? No, I thought they were walking back to be in a huddle. The referee has blown his whistle and has awarded a 21-yard free to the Wexford men, dead straight in front of the goal. Francis Lucknan is on the Tipperary team. Would anybody think that this was the same match as the first half? Paul Lynch to take it. Will he try for a goal and make the sides level? Here he comes. It's low at the goal. It's a goal and the sides are level. Paul Lynch the scorer, and that makes it Wexford 3-6, Tipperary 1-12. 16 and a half minutes gone in the second half. The dropping ball, and it's tipped in the attack again, and it's Babb beating. Babb, a high one, and Tipperary lead it. No, they don't. No, it's just gone wide. The way the umpire ran over there, I thought he was running to the flag, and I wasn't alone, but the ball went to the left and went wide. Oh, what a game this second half has turned out to be. The first half, one would nearly wish one was somewhere else. But this second half, oh boy, out in the center of the field, waiting for the dropping ball now. P.J. Ryan, Jimmy Ryan it is, and Dave Burnley. And it's Pat Nolan with the puck out now, out to the center of the field. John Quigley up along the wing to Jimmy O'Brien. Jimmy O'Brien being chased out there by Len Gaynor. Jimmy O'Brien back to John Quigley. John Quigley making an angle for himself. A shot, and it's saved by John O'Donoghue in the goal. A great save and a great clearance. And now it's Liam Devaney, 70 yards out. His puck knocked down by John Quigley. Pretty near the sideline, over the sideline line, ball for tip. And the excitement now on the sideline benches of both teams, subsurging players on, as everything is set now for a real grandstand finish to this game. 12 minutes left in the game. The sideline puck taken by Len Gaynor, blocked by Phil Wilson of Wexford, and away he comes once again with that ball as if it was stuck to his hurley. A short pass to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch's puck flat down for the ever-present, ever-brilliant Mick Roach. Mick Roach to Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy Ryan out to the left wing now, and going out after on the far side. Francis Lachlan, but he can't get to it, and the ball has gone out over the sideline for a line ball for Wexford. The sides are level. Yes, you can never write off a Wexford side, no matter how far behind they are at half-time. Wexford 3-6, Tipperary 1-12. A high cut ball there by Tom Neville. John Quigley across now towards Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch, 70 yards out, dropping ball. Noel O'Gorman going for it, trying to get it out. Tony Gordon has it into the center to Jack Berry, and it's, oh, a great save. Oh, what a great save by John O'Donoghue. John on the goal, and out comes the ball now. A hand pass by John Costigan, out to Mick Roach. Mick Roach way up the field now. Willie Murphy with the ball, about 30 yards to his own goal, out to this side, and he cleared a very, very effective one. Paul Lynch is puck cut by Mick Byrne. Mick Byrne out to this side to Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy Ryan about to be tackled by Phil Wilson. He was, and there's a free for tip. What a wonderful save that was. Jack Berry, point-blank shot at John O'Donoghue, and that was the save of a lifetime, even for John O'Donoghue. Mick Byrne to take this free. The sides are level. And Mick Byrne drops this one right into the goal mouth. It's added to by Babb Keating. Sean McLaughlin trying to get it in now. He's appealing for a free. The referee waves the play on. Ball comes out to this side of the field. Jimmy Ryan with it now. Pass it back to Liam Devaney. Liam Devaney just outside the 21 near the sideline. A high hurling, dropping ball right across into the goal now. Hands grabbing for it, and it's gone wide. Tension as the sides are level, 15 points each, or if you prefer it, Wexford 3-6, Tipperary 1-12. The stopwatch says 10 minutes, only just 10 minutes left in this wonderful second half. Pat Nolan's puck out. And once again, Mick Roach puts his hand to it with Glenn Gaynor, who gets the ball way up the field. Dave Burney deflecting it away from Liam Devaney. And a lovely shot by Dave Burney, way up the field, grabbed by Tony Gordon. Gordon takes the shot, it's high, and it has gone wide. Wexford certainly have had their chances in this second half, so also has Tip, but certainly this second half is absolutely pulsating. I think that's the word. Puck out by John O'Donoghue. Out to this side of the field. blocked down by Christy Jacobs. And Christy going away even from Mick Roach this time. Up to Jack Berry, and Jack just can't get that ball up. Mick Roach is after him, but Jack gets it up eventually. He's still going up along this left wing, across the goal mouth. Ball blocked down in there, about to be cleared up by John Costigan to Mick Roach. Very, very nicely sidestepping there, and Mick puts Tipperary into the attack again. Mackie McKenna back to Babs Keating. Babs a high dropping ball. It's gone just to the right and it's gone wide. And the score remains with 9 minutes left in the game, 15 points each. Pat Nolan in the goal there, waiting for the signal to take the puck out. Out it comes to Dave Burney. He's still trying to get the ball up. He's being chased by Jimmy Ryan. Mick Burns gets it now into the centre, but it's Phil Wilson with it now. Phil breaking away on the halfway line. Up to Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch adds to it in the air to Tony Doran. Tony trying to get it past Nolan Gom. He succeeds, and it is a goal. Yes, it's a goal. It's a goal. Tony Doran, the man from Boolavogue, has crashed into the net, and Wexford lead by 3 points. Jack Berry with the ball now, up along the right wing. The ball blocked down by Jimmy O'Brien. Jimmy takes a shot, and it's the point for Wexford. Jimmy O'Brien, the scorer of that one, and the score now is Wexford leading by 4 points, 19 points to 15, or 4-7 to 112. From the puck out, it's Tipperary in the attack. Up the attack, broken up by Dan Quigley. Dan Quigley for Wexford up the far wing. And it's Mick Roach with the ball again. Mick Roach up to Tony Nealon. Tony, the man who so often gets the goal. An important goal for Tipperary. But this time it's a free out as Tom Neville is fouled. And there is a free out. They're playing away. But the referee has blown his whistle way back. And there is a free out for Wexford with just over 6 minutes left in the game. The score, Wexford 4-7, Tip 112. Tip who have scored one solitary point in this second half. But if the game wasn't over at half-time, it's not over until that full-time whistle blows either. Pat Nolan, the goalkeeper, coming out to take this free from his own 14-yard line. It drops 40 yards out from the tip goal to Christy Jacobs. Christy Jacobs to Tony Doran. Tony Doran surprised by the pass. John Costigan with it now. Tony Jordan up now to Jimmy Ryan. Jimmy Ryan with it. Hooked by Christy Jacobs. Still Jimmy Ryan. Putting Tipperary into the attack. Up to Babs Keating. Babs just got it. He's coming away now. And being an excellent footballer, he tried to get it to Liam Devaney. It's intercepted by Dan Quigley. Dan Quigley to John Quigley. John Quigley trying to get past 3 Tipperary men. 1 is plenty on a day like this, but 3, that's something else. The referee penalises them for holding onto the ball on the ground, and there's a free for Tip on the halfway line. Mick Burns to take it. It's dropping into the goal mouth. Pat Nolan has come out and grabbed it, and Pat has grabbed that ball over the heads of backs and forwards to clear it out over the sideline for a live ball for Tip. All Tipperary moving up now into the Wexford half. We make it 5 minutes left in the game. Mick Burns putting the ball in. Babs Keating trying to get a hold of it. He succeeded. And he is held there by Willie Murphy, and there is a free for Tipperary to be taken on the 21-yard line, and I would say about 10 yards to the right of the goal and all right, and Babs Keating is going to take it. Is he going to try for a goal, or is he going to be satisfied with the point? Just about 4 minutes left in the game. Tipperary trailing by 4 points. Babs Keating to take it. Babs. Low and hard and deflected out. It goes to Tom Neville. Tom Neville with the ball for Wexford. And away he goes on a short almost cheeky solo as he gets that ball up the field. It's brought down by Mick Roach. Mick Roach out now to the waiting. No, it isn't. It's intercepted. I was going to say Len Gaynor, but the man who's waiting is Paul Lynch, and it's another goal. It's another goal. Another goal. Jack Berry is the scorer, and the score is 5 goals and 7 points to 1 goal and 12. Oh, what a game. A great goal there with 3.5 minutes left in the game. A score there, a goal by Jack Berry to make it 22 points to 15. And Tipperary coming back into this game, but now broken up now by Phil Wilson, and away goes Phil. Being chased by Jimmy Ryan, and he sends it high to Tony Dolan. Tony takes a shot, and it's another point for Wexford. 3 minutes left in the game, and Wexford lead now with the score 5 goals and 8 points to Tipperary's 1 goal and 12. Amazingly, Tipperary have scored only 1 point in this second half. This second half, which has been dominated so far by Wexford. And here comes Liam Devaney. He's been chased and pushed off the ball there. Francis Lucknown with it now for Tip. Out now to Liam Devaney. Liam on the 14-yard line, inside the 14. It's a dropping ball into the goal mouth. And Pat Nolan, it's a goal! It's a goal! A goal for Tipperary with 2.5 minutes left in the game. The ball finished into the net there. Sean McLaughlin very much in the picture, and I wouldn't like to say who it was who actually finished it. I see that Vincent Staples has gone off the Wexford team on the far side. 5 points between them now, 5-8 to 2-12, and Tipperary doing everything to put it out of the fire. But it's Phil Wilson with the ball for Wexford. And now it's Noel O'Gorman with the ball for Wexford. Out on the far side of the field to Len Gaynor. Len Gaynor coming up the field for Tip. And he's still coming up, getting it up there to Jimmy Ryan for Tip. And Jimmy sidesteps his man. He's going right through. He's 50 yards out. He sends a ball out to the left. And it's stopped by Francis Lucknown. He's on the 14. He's upended, and there's a free for Tip. We make it. 1.5 minutes left in the game. And the score, 5-8 to 2-12. And I'm sure Babs Keating will try for a goal from this one. Whether it'll be any good or not, well, we just have to wait and see. Here is Babs. Whether a goal is any good to Tip at this late stage as they trail by 5 points, we'll just have to wait and see, as I say. Babs Keating, here he comes. It's a goal! Oh, what a game! 1 minute left in the game. The game, according to our stopwatch, 1 minute. And the score is now Wexford 5-8, Tipperary 3-12. 2 points between them. Just a putt of a ball. And out comes the ball into the centre of the field. 50 yards out now. Tony Jordan with it. Tony, who's played a great game for the Wexford men, is robbed this time. The ball went out under the wing. Putting across now in the centre. High ball from Jimmy O'Brien that has gone wide, and the score remains Wexford 5-8, Tipperary 3-12. Out comes the ball from John O'Donoghue. Referee looking at his watch. Out it comes, dropping in. The game is over. And the whole of Croke Park descending upon the field. And now, Seamus Ryan and Dan Quigley, Jack Lynch, Letitia congratulating Dan Quigley on his success. And now for the presentation, let's go straight over to... and there's Phil Wilson coming up now to shake hands with Dan Quigley. They no doubt are overjoyed.